Three reasons why you struggle to change your habits or create new habits: lack of personal standards, lack of skills and strategies, and the third one is the most important one is the lack of flexibility. So, when we are stuck in one way of doing things, or when we are involuntarily used to do the same thing over and over, it's the inability to observe and make the change. So, lack of personal standards, what should you do? So, the things that served you in the past may not necessarily be helping you today. So, what is important is for you to develop the muscle of observation and see if you can do the opposite. If you are always going to a typical food or a certain food that you like, see if you can observe and then move or make a choice to a different food. So, observe and apply the polarity, doing the opposite of what you've always been doing. The second is lack of skills and strategies. Quite often we struggle with lack of skills and strategies, either because we are not ready to learn, or we are willing to learn but we are not having the right resources, or the third is the discomfort or the inconvenience of being in that learning state again. So these are the three reasons why you get stuck in skills and strategies space. The third one is about personal standards. What are your personal standards? What do you really want? And how do you want to be perceived by this world around you? Not just the ones that always knew you, but in general, if you are starting today, how do you want the world to see you? And where is the gap in your being versus how you want to be perceived? These three play a major role in you choosing to change a habit. And the second aspect of a habit is not about starting something small, it is really about understanding, do I really want it? And do I really want it now? So there's a difference. One is it can be a wish list that you want to do 5 years later, 10 years later, or 2 years later. But in the current busyness, perhaps that's not your priority. So it is important to make a list of habits that you're focusing on changing or being better at it, and asking, do I want it and do I really want this now, considering my lifestyle and my situations? That will remove the element of overwhelm and will help you to focus and prioritize. Then start small with observation and doing the law, applying the law of polarity, which is do the opposite and see what happens. And by doing it, applying consistent conscious choice, you will be able to change the habit. Because the truth is, we all have habits, a way of doing, right? Repeatedly, we keep doing it. So, one simple thing for you to start with is observe and apply the law of polarity, which is doing little different from what you've always been doing. Say, if you want to go and have it, see if you cannot have it. So, just try that one. And the three things you must focus on: personal standards, skills and strategies, and the third one is about flexibility. How agile are you? So think about this and start making small changes to your habits.